Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Thank you guys again for tuning in, as always. All right, so we're going to be a couple stocks on the watch list. Oh, I forgot to change the title of the video. That might do it for you. We're going to have to do that now. So, by the title of the video is incorrect. None of those stocks I'm actually watching today. So let me fix that for you guys. NBEV. Hey, keep a look at ABIL. All right, good stuff. Okay, there we are. So NBEV, ABIL, and probably going to be watching Netflix today. So there's a couple other chats out there, or there's a couple other stocks out there that are moving that we'll probably touch on at least at one point. You guys will have questions about other stocks we'll look at. So there's a couple that I've been paying attention to this morning. I know people probably have questions on MBOT. So ABIL, right? So I'll be talking about a few of them, you guys. So we'll definitely be taking a look at some stuff. Good morning, guys. All right, so I'm going to share the screen here. So give me just a second. All right, guys. So the first one I'll walk you through, which we probably don't have to touch too long on because I did make a video on this one last night, but I'll just quickly go over it real fast with you guys. This is NBEV. Again, this is a stock that kind of pushed up. We've been following this for a couple days. We've been long on it. Today we see an NBEV push all the way up until about $8, and that's really where the first resistance point is at, right here. So as of right now, NBEV did push up right into resistance and broke out as expected, as planned. Overnight, we pushed up towards 8. We're starting to see some sellers come in here around this $8 level. Right, we're starting to see sellers here on NBEV, okay? So now that we have sellers coming in at $8 on NBEV, we'll probably see it pull back, right? So I'm watching NBEV now, and in my mind, I don't want to buy it here. It's too high. But if NBEV pulls back to around the $7 level, $7, $6.70, $6.80s, then I'll be looking at a buy again on NBEV. So right now we're following NBEV closely to see if we can get it to break over 8. But I believe that we'll see NBEV over $8 only after it pulls back down towards $7 most likely. No, never found any shares as short on MBOT. So what's going on, guys? TRXC did get FDA clearance today. Yeah, I won't trade that stock. The float's too heavy. It never doesn't trade. It's not a good trader for me. Doesn't move very fast. All right, so NBEV is definitely one to keep on watch. All right, now looking at intraday, right? So when you go into here in the intraday chart, you can see the sellers came in at 773. All right. You can see I have support levels drawn off all throughout here. This, to me, this is where you want to buy. Like on the day. So if today NBEV comes crashing down into 690 or into 670, this is where I would probably buy on the day, or maybe even down here at like 650. Right, because if it dumps all the way down to here, there's probably going to be a bounce or a dip buy opportunity in this area on the intraday chart. So that's probably where I would look at to buy NBEV. Okay. Next one on the list is ABIL. All right, so ABIL is up to 2.6 this morning. I'm actually not really crazy about trading this. The reason I have it on the watch list is because I know a lot of people would probably be interested in the stock or why it's moving the way it's moving. Okay, so I'm not super crazy about the stock because for one, I don't see any news here on Thinkorswim for the stock. So for one, I don't have any news on it as to why it's moving up. And that's really the most important thing, is there's no news that's driving this move from $1.86 all the way up. The only thing that's driving that move that I can see is all technical analysis. So it's possible that we'll see ADIL spike today. Or ABIL, excuse me. It's possible we see it spike. We've seen it have crazy moves before, right? Like we've seen it spike here and then it went from, 370 all the way to 8. So we've seen it spike, so we know that it can, but will it? That's always the question. So we know it can spike. It's gapping up. It's shooting up for no reason right now. Why is it doing it? There's no news that I can see that justifies it. So at this current moment in time, it's kind of awkward, but we know that it can possibly move. So ABIL is on my watch list for penny stocks today because, well, we know it could move. So why not keep it on the watch? If it turns out and starts trading well, then it's already on my watch list, okay? Yeah, there's a few earnings today. We have Delta. Delta is the only earnings that I'll really even keep. Actually, I got to write that down. I almost forgot about that. Thank you for saying earnings today because this kind of slipped my mind. We do have Delta earnings today. Delta should be pretty fun. Maybe, honestly, I've traded Delta I think like one time on earnings, but that might be something you want to look into. Somebody just asked me about ACB. So my take on ACB in a technical standpoint, and not, this is all technical standpoint on ACB is I would not be buying ACB right now. Swing trading prices, ACB is too high. Day trading prices, that's arguable that you can still make money on a day like today going long if there's some good reversals, but nonetheless, the price of ACB is just too high for me at these current levels that I would feel comfortable swing trading. But day trading or intraday scalping in like short little momentum trades, sure, you could probably get away with. But swing trading, I think the price is a little bit too high right now, and you need to have to you'd want to see that stock pull back before taking any long swing or investment position. SPY prediction. SPY hasn't changed. I'm not going to go over the SPY because the SPY hasn't changed. SPY is doing the exact same thing as it's been doing. So I won't go over the market just because it's literally the same thing as it's been doing for the past couple days, as we've explained past couple days. So again, consolidating as we expected, right below 260. Nothing changes until it goes over 260 or until it breaks down and starts going down. So until then, it's just basically nothing. Tesser, I always trade live. I trade live every single day. So yep, that will happen. Not here on YouTube, but in our premium private group we do. All right. Let me take a look at Netflix here. Kind of went through some questions. Now I'm going to go over Netflix. I'll talk about a few other stocks, don't worry. So Netflix is just interesting, right? So the reason I'm going to talk to you guys about Netflix is because it does have earnings coming up. So don't forget about this stock, okay? Here's for one, is I think we're going to see Netflix pull back here. Well, actually, it's kind of dependent on the market as well. The market's been holding up pretty strong. So if we don't have favorable moves from the market down, then this big market cap stock like Netflix is going to struggle to go down as well. So if the market shows some signs of weakness in the next couple days, then Netflix is probably going to have a nice sell-off because it's extremely pumped over the past month. From the start of the month until now, all it's done is gone straight up into a bunch of selling areas, seller zones. So this thing is basically ready. It's primed for a nice pullback. And that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on a short play for Netflix. I know we have earnings coming up, so maybe it holds up until earnings. So this is something that's going to be extremely volatile and there's going to be a lot of money to make on this in the next couple days, especially after we release earnings. Earnings for Netflix comes out Thursday. The last couple times we've had earnings on Netflix, it has dropped and ran 30 to 40 points, 25 points, $25 per share intraday. So that's really, really good stuff. So Netflix should be on everybody's watches right now with its earnings coming up Thursday. A lot of opportunity there. Okay. And really, that's just it. That's all I wanted to cover in terms of Netflix, ABIL, yes, that's basically it. Pretty straightforward. Green Dreams Garden. Honestly, wish you the best of luck in your business endeavors, my man. All the best of luck to you. All right, my man. Let's see. Z Millie, you have 45 minutes to get out on Netflix. All right, let's see it. Yeah, last earnings Netflix went crazy. All right. So a lot of people asking about PCG. So let me talk to you guys about PCG. Just kind of give you my input on it. So PCG filed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Was it yesterday or a couple days ago or whatever it really was? Honestly, I don't really care. So PCG is dropping. I did mention to our private group to keep PCG on watch today. I'll mention it to you guys as well. Keep PCG on watch today. Why not? Right? Again, why not? If it doesn't move, it doesn't move. But why not? Again, this company's been dropping like a rock. But something else I did mention is, if you notice, I myself have not really been trading PCG this whole time. I think I traded it maybe 2 or 3 times. One time for a loss, one time for a win, and another time for a loss. So I was like, I lost more than I won trading the stock since it became they're going to die and they've California wildfire. So I traded a couple times, didn't find much success myself. And part of the reason I didn't find much success myself is because the stock doesn't really move during the day. I mean, it does and it doesn't, okay? What I mean by that is if you go back and you look at PCG's chart over the past couple weeks, right? Go from today all the way back till the day that, the world came out and said they started the California wildfire and then they realized shit hit the fan. So you go back from now until then, and you'll see that there's only 2 days. There was 2 days where PCG really, really dropped during the intraday trading. Other than that, all the moves have been done from after hours and pre-market trading, meaning you would have had to have been trading at 4 till 7, or you'd have had to been up at freaking 5 in the morning until market open to really be capturing those moves or on top of those moves. So this whole past month, 2 months, PCG hasn't really given you a whole lot of opportunity intraday per se. If you were to take positions intraday, hold overnight, and then get your big drop, then of course it's a great trade. But for me, I don't do a ton of swing trading, let alone do I do a ton of swing or short swing trading where I'm short something holding overnight. I don't do that very often. So PCG was just a stock that I didn't really dabble around with too much, right? I do a lot of day trading. I can do swing trading, but this was just something I did not feel comfortable with shorting and then swing trading it. So if you notice, PCG never really had a lot of intraday price movement. It had some, but not a ton. Most of those moves happened pre-market or after hours. And that's just something I picked up on. I just picked up and noticed that it normally doesn't really move during the day. And then all the days that we have these really big drops, these really big down days, pre-market or after hours, the trading day ends up becoming a pain in the ass on PCG. It becomes choppy, kind of back and forth. And then the next day, it'll actually usually drop. So that's why we're watching it today, because we've kind of come to find that on the day the big news and hype comes around, it never really drops. It's usually the next day that the news from the day before. So anyways, PCG is definitely on watch, but just know that it's kind of an awkward stock. MBOT. My thoughts on MBOT, or anybody who hasn't been trading for at least 2 years should not trade MBOT. Okay, you know what? That's a lie, because that just comes off in such a rude... It comes off like I'm just the biggest asshole in the world, and so let's redo that one. I wouldn't trade MBOT because it's just not your friend. Okay, it's not gonna be your friend. Okay, when you get in a pinch, MBOT is not gonna be there to have your back. Okay, it's actually gonna be there to stab you in the back is what's probably going to happen. So that's why I wouldn't trade it, okay? It's a supernova penny stock. It's a mega runner, which basically means it's your modern day pump and dump. Which means then the stock's going to come down really hard. Yeah. So, is juicy, as amazing as it may look, as appealing as it might be, don't trade it. Okay. It could go higher. And then if it goes higher, oh, Connor, you told me I shouldn't trade it. You said I shouldn't trade it. But if I would have, then I would have made so much money. Story of my life. Okay. Don't trade it because it's super high risk. Okay. It's extremely volatile. The chances of it dropping out like there's no tomorrow are greater than they were yesterday. Okay, if I were a short seller, if I'm somebody who makes a living on stocks going down, if my primary approach to trading the market is a short seller, and I make all my money primarily from stocks crashing or stocks going down, what is something that I would look for on a daily basis? I would look for something that's out of place, out of the norm, that shouldn't do what it's doing. Oh, so you're telling me a stock that goes from $2 to $11 in one day as a penny stock, that's normal? No, that's not normal. That is sticking out like a sore thumb. Huh. So the stock went up almost 400% from today from yesterday till today. Oh, this stock has been on a downtrend for 3 years. Oh, this stock has spiked before and it came crashing right back down. This seems like a stock I should get ready to short sell. There's the process all in one for you. So no, MBOT is not a buy in my opinion. Now you should probably be thinking about how you can short that stock. You make money from stocks going down by shorting them, called short selling. You can search that up. Google will definitely have the answer. But yes, Max, that short mentality is what drove it up. You're absolutely right there, my man. TYME, I will take a quick look, and then I'm going to be hopping back into our private group. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to snag yourself a sweatshirt or a hat or a t-shirt, link is in the description of the video. You can support the channel further by getting yourself 2019's finest boiler room trading apparel. Thank you. Let's check out TYME. So TYME is a type of stock that trades extremely low volume that I myself never trade. Okay, and that's not to be mean, but I can just tell you right now, based on the chart, based on the way it looks, and based on the volume, this is not a stock I would trade. Okay, can you make money on it? Yes. Do I want to make money on it? No. Okay. Can you make money on this? Yes. I don't want to make money on it because I see the challenge that I would have trying to make money on that. So I'll just kind of stay away from that. So it's not something that I would look into. Now, if you're doing a bunch of research on TYME and you've come across they're doing this crazy drug development it's some crazy drug development that's going to cure your acne forever and you only have to take one pill. And I don't know what they do. If they're doing something like that that's so out of this world crazy, or they're on the brink of a new discovery and you know that and you've been researching it, then I'm not going to knock you and say your stock is just garbage because you know more about it than I do, okay? I don't know anything about TYME's fundamentals. I don't know anything about the stock. Based on what I can see from a technical standpoint, experience standpoint, this is just something that I won't trade. Again, that doesn't mean that you can't make money on it. Doesn't mean that it won't be the next Netflix or Amazon. Just in this particular moment in time, by the look of that stock, it's not something that I want to dabble with, right? And that's something that you will all learn to just kind of come across as you're trading more and more and more and more. All right, guys. What's my opinion on Ricky Gutierrez? No real, I mean, just a 23-year-old guy, lives in Arizona and trades primarily gold and oil-based ETFs. Usually all he works with. So yeah, if you want to learn more about those particular ETFs, probably tune into his channel. He does a lot. I mean, I just don't really run over those kind of ETFs. Usually don't. Okay. With that being said, everybody, I'm going to get back to our private group, our private stream. If any of you guys ever want to join into that, again, check out the first link in the description of the video. You can get into our private course and premium group. You guys know the deal. It's super affordable, super cheap. So if you ever want to take the next step or, work with us a little bit closer, you can do so by checking out that first link in the video. Other than that, I will see you guys all tomorrow morning for another live stream. Take care, stay green on the day, and don't rush your trades.